Shopify is now optional. I'm going to prove it in the next few minutes by building a fully functional e-commerce store for less than the price of a cup of coffee. No monthly fees, no transaction cuts, just a store that you actually own and control. If you've been on the fence about ditching the Shopify subscription, this video is for you. Let's go. How are we going to do this? So the tech stack is we're going to use a static website. It takes about 5 minutes to build it. We're going to integrate that with Firebase, which will be our database, effectively free. We will use Stripe for payments, free, and we will use Claude Code. Does require a pro subscription to use it, but most people have this anyway. Total cost to build in terms of tokens, probably $2 to $4. This website here I built in the previous video I did, and it took about 4 minutes, and it was to demo how you can quickly build a static website. Now, if you'd like to see how I got to this point, I'll put a link above. Now, this site has everything, including a shop collection, which we can click on, but none of these cards actually link off to be purchased. So to do that, we need to hook it up to Firebase. If you don't have a Firebase account, just go to Google and Google Firebase, and then just click on Firebase console, sign up. Once you get into Firebase, you just want to click on create a new project, and then you'll be asked for a project name. I'm just going to call this e-commerce test. Then when you press continue, it's going to prepare and provision that project for you. All right, so our Firebase project is ready. Now, when you go across to the build menu, you can just click on Authentication and this will come up. We just want to enable it, so we'll go get started. And for now, I'm just going to choose email password and we will enable it, save it, and that's all good. Now, next, we just want to set up our database. So we'll go a Firestore database, create a database. We'll just use the standard edition, next, default ID, default location, next. We'll start it in production mode, that's fine. Alrighty, so the base setup is now done. What we want to do next is go up to the settings here and go to general. Then we just want to click on web. Give it a name, ecom test. We don't need to set up hosting, register the app. Alright, now this has all the credentials that Claude Code needs to be able to talk between the database and the website to get this set up. So a lot of this might be sort of grayed out or blurred out, but we just need to take a copy of it. There's a copy link down the bottom. Just copy it to your clipboard, and then we go over to Claude Code. All right, so our static website was built and it's hosted free on Gitpage.site. And to edit it and connect it up with Firebase, we just need this code up the top here. So for any project you build in Gitpage, you will get a reference. So we just copy the reference. And then over in Claude Code Desktop, we just ask it this question: can you access this website with this reference? So yes, I can access the site. Here's the summary: index, products, contact. All right, the first thing we need to do with Firebase is get the authentication set up. So I've just got a prompt here. I'm not going to read it out, but basically we give Claude our project reference, which is e-commerce test, and then a random number that Firebase assigned, and those connection details, which I blurred out. So we send that off, and then we get our authentication in place. All right, so that authentication looks like it has completed. Now we can go and test it out, and it's given us here the live URL with the login link. So I've just refreshed the site here, and you can see it's now got the login button. So let's give it a go. I don't know if it'll actually work or not, but we'll soon find out. I'm going to use this temporary email address here, give it a password, create account. All right, so with that working, now we can create the gated admin area for our products. Now, if we just navigate back to the products page, effectively what we're going to do is take these static product cards and all of the details and put them into the database so they're easy to manage, just like you would in Shopify. Now, at this point, we have all the information we need, except we don't have a buy now link for each product. So just for completeness for the demo, I've actually created a sandbox environment in Stripe. I've created a product and it's $50 and I've got a payment link for that. So we're going to provide that to the prompt as well. So when someone presses buy now, they can actually check out and purchase it. So this is what it'll look like when they purchase. And after purchase, Stripe allows the redirection to go back to the website. So it's a good user experience. All right, so now we're back in Claude Code. We can provide this information to get the back end for the products built. So I've got this prompt here, the user with email address. Now that is the email address I just set up with the very first one. That will be the administrator. And what I'm asking Claude to do is modify the products.html page such that the products and the product details will be stored in Firebase. Also, the admin page will render all of the products and allow them to be edited and deleted, and also to be able to add new products via a modal. And I've also provided the Stripe payment link. So with a bit of luck, when I submit this, Claude will go away, build this whole back end, and then we can check it out. Okay, so Claude's finished, and it is said that it has deployed everything successfully, and here's the summary. So it's updated the products.html page, it's rewritten it, and it's also added a new page, which is a protected page by the authenticated admin user, and that is admin.html. And for each product, it has all of these elements, which is the name, category label, description. We have everything we need to run an e-commerce store for free. So I'm back over on the products page. I'll just do a refresh of it. And you can see that there's this error here, failed to load products, please refresh. Now I suspect that's because we haven't seeded the database. So if I update the URL here to the admin.html page, you can see because I'm logged in and I'm the admin user, this is the first time the products page has been hit, and it's giving us this message, seed the products. So Claude has added a feature in where we can seed the database with our initial products, and from there we can edit, delete, and add new ones, etc. if it works. So let's seed it and see what happens. And just like that, we have all of our products. We've got our images, category, price, the badge, the status, etc. So if I click on edit, now I haven't done any of this in advance, so it should work, but you never know. And there you go. There's our edit our product modal. So just like Shopify, we can add new products, modify products, delete products, and we can sell them online, ship them, track them, the whole lot. Now, if we go back to the product page, and there we go. Here is all of our products, and we have a buy now button. If I click this, we should go to the checkout, and Stripe allows us to configure it to require the contact details and shipping address. So we know the product they purchased. And so for every product we have a buy now URL, we add that to the product, and away you go. And just quickly jumping back over into our product admin, if we click on edit, you'll see this buy link. So for every product, you just add the buy link for that product, and that's the way you can charge whatever price you want. There's also a quantity at the checkout, so if someone wants to buy multiple of them, they can, and it all works pretty well. And obviously it doesn't have every single feature of Shopify, but if you want to run a basic e-commerce store and have no monthly charge, this is a great option. All right, so as a bit of a bonus, I'm going to show you how you can add a customer chat support, and it's totally free. So if I just close this down, and if you don't know this product, just Google Crisp Chat. It's this one here. Just click on it, grab an account, totally free. Once you're in the account, go down to settings and go to set up an integration, and it'll open up this HTML code block. And all we need to do is actually copy this code block, and back in Claude, all I'm doing is just saying add the Crisp Chat to all pages, and I've just pasted that HTML block of code we got from Crisp. I'll just go on this one. All right, just refreshing the page here to see if the chat comes in, and there it is. So if I click on it, we should get a pop-up, and the chat is now set up and integrated. It's pretty cool because it also has an iOS app, so you can get notifications on your phone and respond to customer support issues on the go. The other thing I want to point out is if you have any trouble with any of this setup, or you want to use the exact prompts and the Claude.md file that I use to expedite this process, just head over to my Ambitious AI Plus community, go to the classroom, scroll down, go to YouTube, and you will find this section here, 241 Claude for e-commerce. Everything you need will be right here that I've done in this video, including the prompts that I've used, and also the Claude.md file that you can copy and paste that'll help Claude do this a lot faster than as if you were just setting it up for yourself. But anyway, if you got any questions, drop them below. Watch this video next.